I drew it and it wasn't even that good. It's not very good against Fine Finality, so I decided to just add a second 6-mana Brasco. By the way, I don't know if you guys saw, but Jabberwocky got second in the GP. No big deal. Man can do it all. Standard, limited. Looks like our opener is Starstruck. Wow. C'est Florian T. Who the hell is Florian T? Florian T. Florian T. Why can't I think c'est qui Florian T, Julien? Ah, I think it's the guy who I got the Turbo Fog list from at Nationals. The man, Fog guy, yeah. My hand's not very good. Maybe I should have Mulligan actually. I wonder if he's still playing Turbo Fog. If he's trying something different. Oh, Nano Route would have been better, but I'll take a Branch Walker. Uh-oh, mirror match? Hope it's not the actual mirror match. Hopefully he's playing the PTQ winning deck list. Because that would probably be a better matchup for me than mirror match. Does Turbo Fog just not match up well with competition anymore? I'm not sure. I haven't played it that much. I think I only played one league. I went 4-1, but I felt I got pretty lucky. Seems like it would struggle against... I'm not sure. I was going to say against the control decks, but maybe not. Probably struggle against a red burn deck because of cards like, just cheap creatures and lots of burn spell, rest factory stuff. Probably struggle against a PTQ winning deck list that plays 4 trophy to Elders Reborn main deck. Seems like it might be hard to keep a Planeswalker in play. Probably not great against Esper. You probably have a decent game 1, but not great sideboard games. Okay. He has Cast Down in his deck, so he's probably playing something close to a PTQ winning deck list. Why are we playing and talking about Standard? I'm not sure. What am I supposed to be doing, McKees? You got me confused. Kind of don't want to use Fine Finality. I guess I'll just say go. No modern till PT? I don't know. They'll be modern whenever Standard's not relevant anymore, but I'm assuming I'm going to a Standard GP in 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and I'm assuming the PT is going to be Standard as well. Don't use complicated word, McKees. What's moratorium? Like, as in I can't talk about anything? I'm going to be pretty open about Standard until the GP in Lille. And then I'll move back to, like, drafts before the PT. Which is unfortunate, but it's just fair to my team and just better overall. I think as long as I keep Infinite Fine Finality, I can't really lose. So it's kind of funny. My hands are super value, but also I'm not sure what his deck can do about it. Valve Sounds from the Pantheon. I'm actually not going to be testing with the Pantheon. I decided to test with my my new team, my Team Series team. Give us the best chance of doing well. I think in the short term, it's probably worse for me individually to test with them than was the Pantheon. Plus, because it's gonna be Ultimate Guard plus Team Genesis. So that's obviously a really strong group of players, and I'm used to testing with them. But I don't know. I'm just excited to try something different and work with a new team and see how well we can do, and just give my team the best chance to do well this year. And I feel like it's also like probably more fair to team face-to-face games to our sponsor to do that. Just I don't know. You know, I was kind of it was kind of last year. It was kind of weird because our team was split in testing, and it did kind of feel bad to just show up at the PT and not have Dave and E for a test with us. So I don't want to. I want to try that. I want to try that this year and see how that goes. Island Streetborn is not very scary. I don't really have that many good creatures. Yeah, I actually. Branchwalker. I'll just graveyard. 2 lands. Yeah, I played this matchup a couple times. I think the PDQ winning deck list is probably really, really good for me. I lost to a version playing Doom Whisperer because kind of just got me was Doom Whisperer. This version doesn't even play Doom Whisperer. This version is grindy, but I think I can just outgrind it pretty easily. No room for Pelt Collector. I don't think Pelt Collector. I mean, I could try it maybe. It seems like it should be bad. A lot of your 2-drops don't even grow Pelt Collector, so that's not so great. A Rimac Walker. Reaper. Greetings from Japan. Oh yeah, how's the move going? You were there, what, you said 6 months for your studies or PhD or something, I forget. How does PT preparation work? Do you test with fake MTGO accounts drop before you reach 5-0? What we usually do, and I think what is good is 2 weeks. Basically what we do is we set a deadline, usually like 2 weeks before the PT, because some of us stream, some of us write for websites. So we say, okay, 2 weeks before the PT, no more writing or making videos about draft and standard or whatever the format for the PT is. And so I don't know what everyone does, but what I do is like 2 weeks before the PT, if I want to play standard, I make a new account every time. And unless if you're just playing net decks like Super Stock Mono at Frenzy, you can play on your main account. I guess that's fine, but yeah. And then no matter what, we just drop at 4-0, yeah. Because even if you're playing a stock list, I don't know, you sacrifice a bit of EV, but probably worth it. So that's how we do. Gab's dedication to Magic has waned over the past decade, but this year he has been much more focused on Magic and he's been streaming quite often. Where is that from? Oh, I missed it. When did that come? Oh, that's from last year. Yeah, Rick did a pretty good job with these. There was some funny stuff in it, but it was pretty good. Oh, I was gonna play a Reaper, but I'm down to 9 actually. I was gonna attack him with everything, I think, and use Trophy for Vraska. Dude, get smart. Gruesome and Usher has been sweet. I guess I could have attacked with Lana or Elf too. Oh no, I guess I needed 10 mana. Alright. I think I want Contempt. I think Chupacabra probably kind of whatever. Let's see, I actually have the... I'm gonna assume he's playing something very close to that. Dead Court Scavenger. Golden Demise. Nothing too scary. Should probably leave in Chupacabra. What was I boarding out in the matchup? I can't seem to remember. Did I want Frostcare Relic Seeker? How's it gonna play out against... Seems kind of good, but... I'm not sure. Not sure about Doom Whisperer. Could board out Doom Whisperer, maybe. I could board out 2 Walkers. I could board out Assassin's Trophy as well. Then I might struggle to get rid of... Casting Assassin's Trophy against a deck that plays a bunch of Fine Broker is not super appealing. When did I cut Elf? I've been cutting Elf against Chain Whirler decks. Have I considered other 1-drops? Yeah, I've considered all the 1-drops, but maybe I should try them. Maybe I should try some any 1-drop, but I wouldn't even know what to cut. Honestly, 1-drops are low impact. It doesn't. Who cares if you don't bring back a 1-drop with Menagerie? Like doesn't even matter. Starting watching Westworld yesterday with Liz, we watched the first ep, and just the first ep felt like not an entire season, but I don't know, it was like an hour and 5 minutes long, and it felt, I don't know, felt much longer. I don't know, it felt like a lot of stuff happened in the first ep. Westworld season 2 blows. That sucks. Is the first season good? Really good? Should we not watch the show at all? Should we? I should not play that before attacking. Apparently, Auntie decided not to watch the third. Wow, that bad. First season is good. The first season is great and the second season is garbage. Okay. Well, that kind of sucks. Altered Carbon? Really? We actually started watching Altered Carbon. We watched like 3 or 4 eps. I don't know what it was about it, like the acting or the story. It felt like the concept was good, but did I really just do that? Did I really miscount? Oh my god. Oh, that is not the greatest play I've ever made. That was such a disaster. Oh well. Might cost me the game. Especially if he has a Vraska's Contempt. Playing a similar list, but I'm playing Demir and Splashing Green for Trophy, Lich, and Vraska. Sounds like a fairly different deck. I don't know, we were watching Altered Carbon and I didn't really care about what was going on. I don't know, I wasn't excited about this show. I didn't... Judge Suzuki sounds like you're just playing Sultai midrange or Sultai control. I have less like good cards in my deck and more like synergy stuff. But after sideboard, I guess my deck looks a bit more like midrange. I have like... So Vraska is like my tech for the mirror match. I tried the Zoni. Zoni would have obviously been pretty bad right now. Vraska seems pretty good. Word on the street is that Gab's self-standard. Is this true? Rumors might have been a tiny bit exaggerated, but he got a Chupacabra. -8. Assuming I keep attacking Vraska. Man, if I'd like... they should be dead right now. I miscounted my mana on turn 5 and I attacked with Elf and then I couldn't cast Vraska. I used to watch way more shows. When I was still playing poker, I would just have my tournaments on one screen and I would be watching a show. I watched like first season of 1% or 3% or whatever it's called, the like Brazilian show. I watched Sense8. I watched a bunch of shows. But no, I watched no shows. What is the best 2-drop in green for mid-range decks? Either Branch Walker or Thorn Lieutenant. Thorn Lieutenant's better against red. And Branch Walker is probably better against everything else. This is not good for me. The fact that he has 2 Planeswalker going on and I only have 1. I'm not sure how I'm supposed to keep up. And even if I kill one, he just has like Fine Brokers and stuff. Oh, that's one way of keeping up. I agree, Quinn. I couldn't believe Yamakuler didn't have Fine Finale in his black-green deck either. I've been finding matchups where I want to... Brontodon? I have one main, one sideboard, I think. Or maybe just one main. It's like a decent... Yeah, I have one main, one sideboard. Decent card. Alright, I guess boarding out Assassin's Trophy was a mistake. As usual. I'm not even sure that's true though. I misplayed that game. I misplayed. Kind of a horrendous misplay. The list felt very good, really? Looks like it has no plan against... Were you beating red? Were you beating tokens? Were you beating Menagerie decks? Seems like it's just a pile of good cards, but they would line up poorly against the current tier 1 decks. Except for control. It seems like it should be good against control. Oh, really? That seems unbelievably greedy. How much mana do I have? So I can go Walker into Finality. That's probably pretty good. And then I have to decide if I want to put them down to 1 or make a guy. Making a guy makes more sense, I think. And it looks like I should have played tapped over Room Tomb. Should have counted my mana before I decided what to do. What do I think is the best modern deck these days? I'm not sure. It seems like black-green decks and dredge decks have benefited from Essence Trophy and Creeping Chill. I think I took a look at the modern top 8 challenge. It seemed like it was like all black-green and a lot of dredge too. So maybe dredge is like even better now as Creeping Chill. But I haven't played modern basically since New Set came out. Our emblem is pretty rough, I'm not gonna lie. I need to draw Vraska's Contempt. Never mind. I can't really win, right? Alright, yeah, I mean, my misclick cost me the game. That sucks. I feel was bad, man. The reason I didn't want Trophy is because it seems so bad against Finebroker. I kind of want to keep the synergies. I like to keep at least eight 2-drops and 8 2-drops and 8 3-drops. Is there a Mirror Breaker? I'm not sure. I think it's more about like your overall strat and your overall deck than like one card. I don't know if there's one card that breaks the mirror. Yeah, I think the more Vraska, the more Planeswalker, the better. Why no Steel Leaf? Because I have a bunch of swamps like uncastable. Deadeye Tracker. Chupacabra or Trophy? Chupacabra is nice with Fine Finality. Yeah, boarded. Alright, hands bit on the expensive side, but I have like half my deck I can draw to make this hand good. Oh baby. That'd be kind of sick if I drew Jade Ranger to Green Source. Come on. Come on, deck. Perfect. And I don't think I can draw too many Midnight Reapers. I just need land. I don't know. I think Double Reaper is going to be really hard for him to beat. If he doesn't have cast down, I'm not sure he can come back. Trophy. Should have maybe trophied before my draw step. That's the other thing about this deck. The guy was just playing like 4 Branch Walk. His 2-drops were 4 Branch Walkers, 2 cast down, 4 trophies, and you have to trophy or 2 or 3 drop. Like trophying a Jade Light Ranger, ugh, feels so bad. But just gonna sag the blood fast. It did its job. Or kill a Walker. Hit 2 lands, he's probably pretty happy about that. I think we're far ahead enough that that I should win. Walker and probably Ranger because of fine finality. Doom Whisperer doesn't seem very good against Roscoe. Doom Whisperer is a card I could have boarded out to, for sure. Is there ever a time you sideboard out Gruesome Menagerie, or is it too much of a payoff? I was boarding out Menagerie. I don't remember the matchup. I remember there was a matchup, against GG's, buddy. Against the mono blue deck, the Curious Obsession. Basically against like decks where... I think I boarded some out against Celestia Tokens too. Celestia Tokens, the mono blue deck, because they're a bit slow, and I was boarding out some creatures. It's like kind of like Collected Company, right? There's matchups where if you board out too many creatures, or not exactly like Collected Company, but so yeah, there was some matchups where I was going, and I don't think I ever went under 2 Menagerie, but yeah. Double Fright says, I discovered why Yamakilo's mediocre red matchup didn't hinder him in the PTQ. He only played mono red twice, and one of those was his loss. Yeah, that's what I was saying to my teammates. I was like, I think, or even I was saying it on stream, I think he must just have dodged red and played against control and like mid-range decks. I think his deck is legit like mediocre. Maybe not bad, but I think he just like ran like God in the matchups. I think if I don't draw a 2-drop or something like that, I just have to cast Find just for 1 mana or else. How did you find out Double Fried? Did you post about it, or... Yeah, exactly. You just got Menagerie when you're not going to trade much, or, you know, when they have a bunch of exile effects, maybe that can happen. Green-black deck was Garna and Harpooner. Is Garna the red-black card? The red-black legend? He has a Reddit post up? Nice. I'm gonna use Chupa Chups. You guys had... Was that... Yeah, you guys have... Chupa Chups is everywhere, like the lollipops? Or is it just a more kind of a French thing? No excitement for the Grixis deck, the control deck lists. Not no excitement, but I've been loving my my black green deck, so I mean it's just graveyard and I can rebuy it maybe. I guess I'll just attack with everyone and see what happens. Would you ever splash for another color with this deck? To be honest, it's not great to start with. I think you can maybe splash, but I kind of love every card in the deck right now. I don't know what splash would be really that good. Not sure it would be like pretty amazing right now. Alright, let's see. I guess I'm just gonna play more guys. Not sure if I'm supposed to keep. trying to dig to more fine finality and more menagerie. Green blacklists are hard to build. They are. I mean, when you have so many options, so many directions you can go. Decimas top 8 at GP Mexico. Yeah, I mean, the whole weekend I was not really paying attention to GP. I had no idea. I was only seeing who I know. I know Curry Burkhardt was doing good because I follow him on Twitter. I didn't realize Logan was doing. He only talked me on he messaged me on day one and he was 4-1 and he said his seal deck was not that good. And next thing I know, he won the GP and Amos top 8'd and it seems like the top 8 was pretty stacked. Steve Rubin top 8'd, another player who watches my stream, so no surprise there. I don't know if that's the play. This is maybe a bit loose. Not getting back Chupacabra and Midnight Reaper and going for the Wild Ghost Walker instead. That's probably pretty bad, honestly. I should have kept going for value for Reapers, Chupacabra, maybe even Double Reaper. Oh well. Punished. The insta-punish. They are down to 1 card in hand, so I think I'm going to be okay. But if I draw a couple of lands in a row and they draw like an angel, I just lose. What is Ruben's Twitch name? I forget. I think it was like something pretty straightforward. I think it was just Ruben Zoo or something. Yeah, Frenzy. Frenzy's pretty scary. Yeah, I think I might just lose. So they're at 6. If I attack with everyone and they double block a walker to go down to 1. Oh wow, he has shock on top. Shivan Fire. Wow, that's so disgusting. People have been getting so lucky with that card against me. It's just kind of absurd. Yeah, I mean, I played that game bad, honestly. I deserve to lose. Getting back Walker and... What did I get back? 2 Walkers or something heinous. Oh, that's so bad. Just... I think I win if I draw a Menagerie or something, but... Field of Runes is pretty sweet with Frenzy. Jeez. One card. Alright, let's try that again. Chupacabra, and do I have a Jade Light Ranger somewhere? Or just bring back Brontodon too. I do not have a Jade Light Ranger. Guess I'll bring back Brontodon. Frenzy is the real deal. It is indeed. I mean, it was pretty obvious, honestly. It was pretty obvious the card was going to be dumb. It's like one of the first decks I built on Arena. Why fine over finality? It's probably better in the long run, right? He's probably gonna like block, sack, kill my Reaper. I'm surprised. That seems bad. Doesn't that guy sack itself too? I guess he could let, yeah, he could maybe wait one turn, loot once. Maybe his play's better actually. I think I like his play much better actually. Yeah. Good on 2-1, just loot. That was well played. Gabriel, yeah. Alright, we don't need much. Well, no, we do need, we need one of our heavy hitters. Alright, looks like my mistakes are catching up. Openers drawn like a champ. I don't know. I think openers draw probably like fine. Why did he not attack first? I guess he didn't want to attack with both. To the rescue. Wow, we lost. So you can... They don't have that much actual burn in their deck, right? I mean, if he had Lightning Strike, he would just attack with everyone. I died to Crater Maker. Does Trump with Walker? I don't think so. Because if I chump with Walker, then he just kills my Doom Whisper, and then, like, if I had drawn anything, any spell here, I win. Nah, I probably lose. Yeah, mistakes were made this game. I played my first find was really bad. So that's the matchup where I've been boarding out Land Royale, well, one of the matchups. And then after that, it's like, after that, I'm not sure. I think Golgari Queen's probably not great. And everything else pretty good, honestly. Oh, the Goblin doesn't go to face? Oh my god. One less Menagerie? I don't know. I think it's a... You kind of always want to draw it against red. They do have Lava Coil. But... I can see cutting a Menagerie. I think that's reasonable. I can see cutting a Reaper, maybe. Or Branchwalker. I'll cut a Branchwalker. Actually, I shouldn't cut Branchwalker. Because I'm already boarding out all my elves. Cut the Vraska. Oh well, -1 Branchwalker, I guess. I like Vraska because it kills Frenzy. And I think Frenzy is mostly there. It's like how they win a lot of their games. Like they're playing. Also, it's pretty grindy. It kills the Angels. It kills Alara. I think Vraska 6 is pretty good against them. Obviously, it's 6 mana cards, so sometimes it doesn't work out. Man, the punts are real. Ooh, looks like there's an interview of Javier Dominguez. Channel Fireball. Oh, I saw that actually. I didn't even realize it was. I didn't read it. I didn't realize it was an interview. I thought it was just like pretty cool. I also read his report. I'm not gonna lie, his report was pretty boring. It was like, I mean, obviously it's super hard to write in English when English is not your first language, but it was like, what do you expect from like 12-year-old, you know? And it was kind of disappointing. There was like a couple things that were interesting. Like, I don't remember. I think it was about the red-black mirror match and why they chose to play Doomfall. But then he didn't go into detail as to why they were supposed to play, why they played Doomfall over Disintegration Railing. I mean, kind of did. There was another thing they were talking about, like his matchup against Shahar, red-black against blue-white Gifts got Pharaoh. And then he said his team tested the matchup a lot and he felt better about the matchup, but then he didn't explain why, like what he learned or why he felt better about the matchup. So that was kind of disappointing. Have you considered sideboarding Imp against Control really good in against Menagerie? I have not. Maybe I should play, maybe I should try it over Duress. Is Gruesome Menagerie playable in Modern? Seer on offensive, and maybe like 4 Company, and then you get to play 1. I mean, it makes sense with Company, right? Company gets creatures that cost 3 or less, and Menagerie brings back creatures that cost 3 or less. No, I was being a bit harsh with Javier, but I was excited to read his report, and then I was like a bit disappointed. But yeah, I mean, I struggled writing. Writing for Channel Fireball is probably the least favorite part of my job. I love the streaming. Making the videos for Channel Fireball is cool. Writing is kind of tough. Sometimes you really know what you want to write about and you have a lot of stuff to say and it's easy, but why is he taking so long? He got disconnected. Looks like his connection sucks. I could try like 2 Duress, 2 Imp. Imp is nice with Reaper as well. I have no idea how guys like Jerry and Brad write about shit every week. They're just used to it. I mean, it's like their job. The more you do it, the better you get at it. Also, there's techniques to help you write. One thing that's been helping me, first of all, just thinking about, spending time thinking about what you're going to write helps. But like one thing that's not that helps is like you just start writing, you don't write the whole article, you just write like small paragraphs or just phrases and then you fill up kind of. That kind of works. And there's techniques, you can look it up on the internet. There's a bunch of ways to get better at writing and ideas and stuff. Let's go to Graveyard. Yeah, all school reports are not high. People just, I don't know if because people like don't bother reading them anyways anymore, or people don't write them, or we just had like we got lucky with people like Jeff Cunningham and Osip and Mark and all these guys. I'm not sure. And I get a clue. Are they scooping or what's going on here? Okay. There's always that little lag sometimes when they're, not always, but sometimes when they're scooping, you're like... Alright, so yeah, I think boarding out Branch Walker is just way too greedy. I don't know what's better, Find Finality against them or Gruesome Menagerie? Find Finality gets back Chupacabra. Harpooner might be okay too. They don't have a ton of flyers, but wonder if I'm supposed to board out some walkers. It's just bad against Lavacoil. But they need to have it. If they don't have it, you just win. Yeah, all my cards are decent. Doom Whisper, he had to use 2 burn spells to kill. Vraska won me the game. I think Assassin's Trophy. Assassin's Trophy, always the same thing, you know, especially when they have Fight with Fire in their deck. But they have so many high impact 4 and 5 mana cards that I need to kill. I think Cast Down is kind of nice. Like Chain Whirler's kind of a big deal. Steamkin, they have the 2/2. Only 2 Menagerie. Maybe I trim 1 Walker. Oh, yeah, Doom Whisper was insane, yeah. How do you fare against Grixis control against this? I played once against Grixis. They were playing like Nico Bolas and Niv Mizzet, and I had Playcrafter in my deck instead of Reaper. And it was a joke. I just beat them so bad with Playcrafter. They just couldn't keep up, but I don't know. I mean, Reaper is obviously going to be really good against control too. I would guess it's a good match, but I'm not sure. Maybe Walker's just not good enough. I'll board out 1. I'm going to play... kind of want to board out 2. How many Angels do they play? Just Aurelia or Lyra as well? I'm going to try that. I could board out a Branchwalker. Also, 1 Duress is not the worst on the draw. I was bringing 1 or 2 Duress against Mono Red. I think 1 Duress against Mono Red when I was on the draw. Just because I have so few cheap cards, so... just having an early turn play, getting rid of their annoying card can be good. Alright, I'm just going to play. I mean, they're probably going to have Lava Coil, but oh well. If he uses his for a turn to play Lava Coil, it's kind of a small one. Like ideally in the red matchups, you actually just want to mail. You want to mail the Walker so that you can get it back later with a Menagerie, and they can't Lava Coil it. That's the dream. I'm running pretty good here, hitting some raindrops. Looks like their draw's a bit slow. As long as I draw a black source in my top like 2 or 3 cards, I should be in good shape. Too bad you can't Assassin's Trophy your own spells. That would be dope. I think Kaz down, I mean, it looks bad right now. I wish I had pretty much any other card in my sideboard, but Steamkin is kind of scary. And Chain Whirler blocks really well. Alright, I'm assuming it's GG. They might have Ixalan's Binding. I guess I have Assassin's Trophy in hand for binding. Fuck! It's okay. I didn't need that extra menace token anyways. That is really classic Mies. It's like super classic Mies. Wow. That's probably game losing. Having 1 less 2/2 menace. Let's see. He should be at 4. Banefire. Alright, I just scoped. Just can't beat a Vraska even when I misclick. Maybe I should just play Vraska main deck. Bring it against Mono Red. I'm going to bring it against White Red. I bring it against Control. I bring it against Mirror Man. That's probably... yeah. Oh, I said I wanted to take a look at the report. Let's see. Did I not open the link? Anyone got that Reddit link with the Black Green Tournament report? Bad articles. Counterpoint. I'm giving the deck the good old yellowhat stress test. See how many mistakes and misclicks you can make and still. Would I play the Jeskai control list? The control list looked boring as hell, honestly. Esper, Jeskai, maybe Grixis is a bit more exciting. The list was like Nicobolos, Doom Whisperer. I'm honestly gonna only play control if it seems like it's a good deck or I hear it's a good deck. I don't know. I'm not into this. Seem like, yeah, they just don't seem interesting, honestly. Just same deck. I'm really enjoying playing it. I want to try, if I'm going to try something, I'm going to try to tune maybe the tokens deck. Maybe try to tune a different version of black-green. Maybe even mono-red, but I'm really not excited about control right now. I know it sounds funny. What are they playing? Just white-green tokens? Turbo Fog, maybe? I mean, I don't have a second black mana. I already have a double black card. Seems super ambitious to keep Menagerie. Yeah, I would try blue-red because it's a bit new and you get to play Niv Mizzet. But as for control and Jeskai control seem boring AF. So this matchup, I think I played it a couple times now. It has seemed good because Walker is really good against them, and basically you buy a lot of time with Walker, and Reaper is good against them because you get to trade and draw more cards, and eventually you just find finality and wipe their boards. I think a way they can win is by having an aggressive draw, getting you low fast, and then when you find finality, they have the mana to like fire off March of Multitude and maybe untap play Trostani and just kill you, but anyways, that's kind of how the matches have been going. They're gonna be 4 free. Squire is definitely attacking. I think Walker wants to attack as well. What do you think about Pilfering Aim? I should try it, I guess. Did you like the Jeskai control list that 8-0'd the PTQ? I don't remember, but I thought the top 8 decks, the control lists were well built. I thought this list was a bit out there, kind of interesting, just kind of like mid-range. Grixis, the new Grixis mid-range. But yeah, I mean, this list is super reasonable. You know, he figured out Clarion was really good. I guess 4 Azor's Gateway. Oh no, actually I thought that list looked not very tuned. Seemed weird to me that we play that 4 expansion explosion is the correct number. That 4 gateway is the correct number. This list, I mean, it's cool. Maybe I should I would maybe give that list a try just because it has 4 expansion explosion, and kind of curious how Azor's Gateway plays out. Are PTQ deck lists better than the SCG ones? If I had to guess, I would say Magic Online PTQ is tougher than an SCG. Because I think people who play Magic Online PTQ is probably more up to date, and also card availability is an issue when you're playing live, I think, more than online. I even saw like some people on follow on Twitter like saying they played a different deck because they didn't have the cards. Or I think it was Cat. Catlight said she wanted to play mono red and she ended up playing mono blue. She actually did well as mono blue, but looks like I'm gonna lose. That's another way you lose. They just like play an angel and you have no answer. Attacking resolve makes a little sense. So he needs what, a third on untapped white source, and I probably lose. Yeah, also that you don't even know how well like people did with their decks, because you know they just got carried by their modern. And Black Super Ninja says Todd Anderson played Jeskai and hated the gateway. Yeah, I don't know what gets you to play 4 gateway and not play a single search first countdown. Makes no sense, but seems like if gateway was a good card, we'd have figured it out by now and people would be playing it, right? All right, they did not draw a white source, so that's good. I will. Do I chump a 5/4 or do I double block and draw 2 cards? I think chumping is better. You know, want my Reaper to stick around for a while. How are they 5/4? Why do they have 1 more power than toughness? Oh, it's +2/+1. Yeah, I'm done. And they got a counter from long. Gateway plus explosion is cute. I guess that is true. I didn't even think about that. Other angel. Oh, looks like I'm gonna lose. Fine Finality would be nice. Oh, another double black card. That's pretty impressive by me. Not gonna lie. I impress myself. That does happen a tiny bit. The deck's mana is not great, but I think you just stuff it out. I don't think it's worth playing Golgari Gilgate. So I literally need exactly, I guess Walker into Jade Light Ranger probably. I guess if I draw a black source, I need a black source or a Fine Finality. Let's see it. Alright. I didn't even do the math. I'm not even sure that keeps me alive. Probably not, actually. Probably not even close. Six. Yeah, no, I'm 1 short, I think. Alright, I needed a black source that didn't deal 2 damage to me. That was close. I think if I live, I probably win, right? Oh no, I'm at 10? Why did I go up to 10? Oh, it gains 3 life. Right. Alright, back in business. Oh, that's the card I wanted to try. I wanted to try a Path to Discovery. The 4-mana enchantment that, oh, they drew white. That doesn't kill me. It probably kills me next turn. Oh no, they get 2 angels. Oh yeah, right. Alright, can't beat that. Gain 7. Kill at 4/4, take 11. Yeah, okay. No, of course I didn't draw Finality, dude. Why did I keep Jade Light Ranger on top? Alright, thank God. Thank God my top card was not Finality. Alright. White Green Angels. I think the creatures I want to kill are all angels. Menagerie can leave. Cast down's probably not great. Trophy. Trophy's kind of nice. Nice and Brontodon's for Tribunal, and it blocks okay, but I think it's not good enough. Golgari, sure. Vraska's Contempt, Chupacabra, sure. Doom Whisperer is like hit or miss. If they have Tribunal, it feels I could trim a walk. Trim a squire. Probably don't need free harp. I don't know about Vraska's Contempt. Maybe I don't need Vraska's Contempt. Famous last word. Alright, this hand looks awesome. Llanowar is just so busted in some match. That's like probably the best matchup for Llanowar Elf. Mirror match. It's probably not great against control. Against control it can be good though. If you're like turn 1 Elf, turn 2 Reaper, and have to react, and then you're like turn 3 Vraska or something, and you're just so far behind. Doesn't Kazdown kill the Angel? It does, but I brought in 2 Harpooner. I'd rather max on Harpooner before I had Kazdown. Harpooner's better was Menagerie, and I can get it back was fine as well. Alright, he's the one who's going to need a sweeper. What if he plays an Angel and I just go like Reaper, Harpooner, kill your dude, draw a card, just game. Just game. Alright, I'm not going to be greedy here. I'm not going to play Harpooner. I was surprised when I built my tokens deck on Arena way differently. I had like Llanowar Elf, I had District Guides and Jadelight Rangers and Branchwalkers. I was playing Camaraderie. I don't think I had History because the double white was rough. I'm assuming my build was just bad. And whatever people are playing right now is good. I want to trade. Probably not. I don't know. I remember starting with 1 Camaraderie, and by the end of the day, I had 4 in my deck. Or maybe 4 was a bit much. I don't know. I just felt like the deck lacked power. I wasn't even playing Loxodon. I was playing like way different. Oh, Cavalier. That's a spicy one. Is that the like anti-finale? Oh, it's a knight too. Gets pumped. I draw 4 tokens whenever a non-token creature you control dies. 4/4 is kind of annoying. I wonder if it's main deck or sideboard. I think it's interesting. Main deck, it's good. Might be really good in the metagame. Loxodon's insanely good, yeah. He knows about Finality. Calling an attack was the Conclave Cavalier. Or else I just double block it and then he doesn't even get got. Maybe he's not paying attention to what I explored. We're about to find out. I don't think you can win if you attack with Scout. Seems a bit better. Oh no, he's sending in everyone. Alright, I want to kill the Cavalier. And I just chump. I care if my Vraska stays on DI. Yeah, 3 cards left. Oh yeah, if he doesn't attack, I just kill him. Wait, minus Vraska? Oh yeah, I can minus Vraska and kill Cavalier. Yeah, I'm dumb. As usual, I'm dumb. That's like the new Teferi trigger. There's a lot of people complaining about fine finality, but it's like, how do you really misclick? As long as you click the card first, you see what the casting cost is. Seems really hard to misclick, especially on Magic Online. Maybe Arena? Maybe on the Arena you can misclick it pretty easily. Seems like it was a case of people just liking to complain. Sun's making it, it's like a good looks, like very sunset. It's even easier on Arena, yeah. I guess did they play Tribunal game 1, or did they just... I don't remember. If they have Tribunal and Binding, maybe I want Loxodon. Loxodon is also, yeah, I mean, it's decent. Well, kind of close. They get the lifelink. They get the lifelink if I plus. I think I'm still gonna use a Harpooner. I got even Ultimate Vraska because they could just have March. March for free. Does that save them? I don't know. How do I kill them? Probably just kill Lyra like that. Seems safer than the other way. It's stylish lethal, yeah. Everyone knows I'm a coward. Brontodon is also a decent target for fine finality. I don't have that many good targets for fine. I don't know. That was a lot of it. It played 2 Lyras. Tristani's also like a... Also, the Cavalier is a decent contempt. Man, there's so many cards. I could see Menagerie just being super awkward. Maybe I don't need Menagerie. All the Vraskas and fine finality. Get rid of that 4-drop Vraska. They have Resplendent. It kills Resplendent Angel. It doesn't kill much, but I just think the game's kind of grindy. I agree it's not great. I'll cut at least one. I think cutting once... What's better, Squire or... I think cutting 1 Squire, 1 Walker is reasonable. Pulling in some good numbers for Monday afternoon. Oh, how many? Let's see. Ooh, wow, over 700. Maybe 1 Brontodon max. And I think I don't know, Resplendent Angel. It's so good if I kill a Resplendent Angel and I can get it back. And it's just a good blocker. I mean, it's okay, it trades. Maybe I can board out a land? Board out a land. Problem is I don't really want to board out a forest. I can see boarding. I'm also bringing some expensive cards. Alright, 3 cards left to cut. This is tough. Alright, I'm going to board out Vraska on the draw. Seems like it could be too slow. And I'm going to do only 2 Harpooners. And maybe Brontodon is like... You know what? 61. Shame on me. Unfollow. I just gave up. Gave up on life the day I decided to willfully submit 61 rather than cutting a card. I don't know, maybe it's better to submit 61 than to cut something decent. Apparently I'm getting rewarded. Oh wow. Raph. We found Raph of Raph's soulmate in chat. Lil Poofter says, I've been playing something similar, but splashing blue for Moldrata. Moldrata's probably good. I don't know how, if I really want 6 drops, but I could see Moldrata being pretty good. Alright, what's the deal here? I should... Man, the curve sucks, but I think I should kill it now, because if they have the Loxodon, it's not the end of the world, but it is pretty... Playing J-Light Ranger is... Because it's just a free flyer. If they play Loxodon, I might be able to mill a creature, I can contempt it. I'll play J-Light Ranger first. Reaper. I actually don't think I want a second Reaper in this matchup right now. Alright, so that'll work out perfectly. So now even if they do have a free 5, so if I attack, they can double block. I kill an angel, I think I actually want to keep my walker in play. Yeah, that worked out perfectly. Mill the creature, and... Why Menagerie and Whisper over Feinberg? I think it's pretty... Reborn just seems bad to me. Basically the guy who won the PTQ, I don't know, we need to... I keep saying I'm going to go read his report, see what he plays again, but I think his deck's just bad against... To be fair, Feinbroker is probably pretty good against Mono Red. But some of the others... Alright, let's see, let's start... I could have... That was actually probably a misplay. Yeah, that was a mistake. I think I should have just played Reaper. I was not paying it. And... Gonna attack. They just can't keep up. If you have a reasonable draw, you have so much more cards. Like, everything's just so much more... I don't even understand why Wide Green Token's so good. It's not even good against Frenzy, right? You just lose to Frenzy, I think. I'm just gonna go to that Harpooner, play it safe. You get the double, the computer one alert and the phone. Let me mute my phone. Binding. But then if I mute my phone and Liz calls me and I don't pick up, then I get yelled at. I don't like getting yelled at. Yeah. Yeah, Reborn's really good against control, but it seems really bad against red and against... alright. Probably just Ranger and Lanor Elf. Alert, alert. 61 cards submitted. How big does it get? 7? I think that's the best play. Just lower all the finality one turn. Thoughts on Dawn of Hope? I haven't really tried it yet. I've had someone say that we're doing good. It was Ritual of Dawn of Hope Absent Control deck, but I'm not sure if I believe it. The deck list looked... It might be well positioned. It was kind of a control Absent deck. Here. So what? They have one hand. I think I just Finality, right? He gets 2/2/2s. Are they knights as well? They get pumped up. Oh, right, I can't cast Walker. Actually, that's good. Maybe I just kill Cavalier and cast Finality, right? I was gonna go Walker, say go Vraska's Contempt, but I think that line's probably better. Anyways, yeah. That was probably the most unreal part about the guy who won the PTQ. That he just straight up didn't have any copies of Fine Finality in his 75. Yeah. I mean, I don't think you can bring in Binding and Seal Away, honestly. I don't think you can win a grinding war against my deck. I think you just have to, like, make your deck as lean as possible. Probably, like, leave in all the creatures and hope somehow. I just don't think you can win by having like kind of a wishy-washy white-green deck. You're not gonna. I mean, I'm bringing in freaking Vraskas, and you can't bring in Bindings and have Seal Away, and let's see. I should have probably used a Surveil. Well, all right, give me back my. Like, bringing Binding in someone who brings in Vraska has got to be like the ultimate feel bad. Just not a thing, honestly. I should Surveil first. I'm just being lazy because I don't think I can lose in a million years. I just trying to block a menace creature with one creature. Okay. Reclamation Sage is legal. I thought about Reclamation Sage against Brontodon over Brontodon. Just like against mono reds. I mean, sometimes Brontodon's better, but if your goal is specifically to kill I mean, I think I should... I just stop. I have to explore it like 10 times to the top. Probably just stop and get back. I don't know, I could get back J-Light Ranger. I'll just get back my Doom Whisperer, I guess. Yeah, not a winning strat to bring in a bunch of... I mean, I could see it working, you know, Binding, I'm a bit flooded, he like binds a Branchwalker and I have another Branchwalker in hand. GG's, buddy. I could see Binding working, but I think overall it's... I mean, maybe he has no better options. I'm just saying, usually that's the way you want to play these... When you feel like you have a bad matchup, I think you just need to kind of be all in and hope... Just hope they don't get there. And hope they stumble and you actually punish them when you stumble instead of like having those enchantments that are too expensive for what they do. Anyways, I need a few minute break. I'll be back for the rest of the league. And all right. Oh, forgot the water pitcher. Just no. Trying to take a look at her. Yeah. It's always awkward when someone sends me a list was very close to mine because I'm gonna be like, well, you should play my list. Looks reasonable. I don't get Izaris. Has that card been good for you? People suggested that. First of all, it's double black, so your mana is probably a bit better than mine. I don't know, you probably have 14 sources of black, you have 8, 9, yeah, you have 17. That card just seems bad to me. I don't get it. Seems like, when are you gonna... I don't know, it was kind of mediocre in M19 Limited, so I have a hard time seeing it be good in... I mean, maybe not mediocre, maybe I just had like skewed experience and it was bad when I saw it. It was like kind of whatever. Obviously, but it's... Yeah, I mean, this list looks pretty good. You're playing all good cards. You have a reasonable curve. Looks fine. You kind of need the Walker package against red decks, I think. Yeah, list looks good, man. What can I say? Except for Izares. Let me know. Let me know what you think about that card, if it's been good for you, or if you agree. You get triggered whenever I say it was bad and limited. Yeah, I could see that. I'm kind of being... It's not like a bomb, I'll say, because it just died a lot or traded a lot or you didn't have anything exciting to get back. But maybe saying it was bad and limited is a bit rough. Alright, Mountain. Probably want to keep Chupa Chups. Definitely want to play Brontodon. It blocks better, and this way if we draw a Walker, we can go like Walker into Squad. Yeah, my argument of it being bad and limited is not even like super fair, because some cards are just bad in limited and good and constructed and around. I want to kill Warboss or Steamkin? I feel like I should probably kill Steamkin. I don't know, I was going to kill Steamkin. And then keep two guys. Hildgar is bad and limited, why play it? Can't see the deck list because of the stupid... Alright, we need a little action here. That's good. That's very good. I think topping is... I'm just gonna die to my own Midnight Reaper. That hasn't happened yet. I don't think it has. Good gravy. It's close. I think I'm not in a hurry. I think topping, you know, getting like... having it die again. I mean, he is at 12. He's just dying. He needs... I don't know what he needs, but he needs something good. Doing. It's good. It's gonna block Reaper. I'm gonna draw. Maybe I just say go. What's he gonna do? Attack with his Varix and then just take a million? Actually, attacking with Squire is probably reasonable. Just cycle my Squire. I think saying go is good. When I play Menagerie, just play an impactful 5-drop. Like what? Like Doom Whisperer? I already played 2 Doom Whisperer. Problem with impactful 5 drops is that a lot of them can be bad when you're behind. Or not do enough. But I agree Doom Whisperer is very, 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 very good. And I could see it being a mistake. Is Doom Whisperer even good? I think it is. I think this game, if my Menagerie was a Doom Whisperer, I think. But Doom Whisperer is not very good against Conclave Tribunal. It does survey. Like, if you're a bit behind and they have a removal for it, Doom Whisperer is not very good. But it's... I think this was better than just playing Elf plus Menagerie on Cliff. See if I can nail a land or Elves. Oh, I'm definitely keeping that on top. Full insurance. Full insurance policy. 6 mana, the 4 mana one. That could. I could see the demon being good. Oh no, there's a lot of like deck. There's people play, you know, Vraska's Contempt, Assassin's Trophy. You need a pretty strong. Alright, what's the deal here? Maybe not attack was Brompton on. I feel like. But I could see just playing a deck with like demons and 4 Doom Whisperer, and that's huge. It just is. You play like 4 Chupacabra and like play probably like Blood Jade Light Ranger. I could see like, yes, was no joke. Speaking of out, why don't you build a version first and then probably should have played Midnight. I didn't try Path, whatever it's to Exile, not Path to Exile, but using the bug, obviously. I actually did it by mistake the other day. I'll play Walker. But they usually have it. Especially when I have Jade Light Ranger in hand. I think it's worth going for it. Were people just cheating? What happens if you abuse a known bug on Modo? Do they do anything about it, or is it just part of the game? I still good because I've been doing good with it, but I didn't even think about people abusing the bug. The one guy top 8'd was 4 Demanding Dragons in his deck too, and that card is bugged too. Yeah, honestly, you're kind of a piece of garbage if you do that. They play Demanding Dragon? Yeah. I'm gonna keep Chupacabra. I'm assuming that, should I attack the PDQ? Or maybe they're gonna... I think I just killed the Chain Whirler for now. I don't know. Hopefully I don't regret that. And probably gonna. Oh, he didn't attack. This guy's contend the big one. Oh. And getting him low down. I get him a point. That does shouldn't attack. Oh. This game's gonna be pretty close. Let's see if Frenzy gets out of control or if I can kill him before he does. Or if I can get to that game one. That's match, right? Alright, let's see. I felt kind of it felt like it'd be kind of a tough match there. Something you can click on this. I don't know. Maybe it's even better on the draw, but like competitively Q's is probably just skewed because there's probably a lot of people who play red because it's cheap and it's fast and like you win faster, I guess. You get chess, whatever. I was watching Todd Anderson's stream yesterday. I was switch to Playcrafter for Reaper, and he said Playcrafter was really good for him. And it would be good to get free drops, but Midnight Tree is so much better than Playcrafter, I think. Pretty busted in that deck. Keep playing my land first. It's probably not great if I hit I think I should have just stopped Jade Tree. I guess I'll chump his land, or I often hope I draw land. Is Knight of Grey's good against me? It's okay. It's good if you know, it's like decent 2-drop. It's not like I loot. I mean, it's not like it's pro black or whatever, but Reaper, I guess. Yeah, just keep as many Reapers as I get. Be careful with your life total, but like, let's see if. I mean, I'm assuming obviously history of this. Might want Brontodon, definitely want Contempt. Probably do not want Vraska. Probably want Big Vraska. It's kind of tough without knowing exactly what I think I want useful against Tribunal and Binding. I'm gonna cut one Menagerie. They don't have, I think I'm gonna keep them in. I'll trim a Branch Walker, trim a Walker. It's better than Squire. Fine Finality? I don't know, Fine. But it is true it doesn't kill Lara. I can see cutting a Fine. It's kind of sad that no one's playing the 1-drops. Like, Mono-Red has no 1-drops, Boros has no 1-drops, even Celestia. Seems so weird. There's a lot of decent ones, but wow. Doesn't know way to see what I hit. I'm gonna graveyard. It's kind of against their top end. It gets back the Harpooner top end, so honestly, boarding out Fine is kind of sketchy. It's like Bannerite is playable, but they don't play it. Why not port against Chain Whirler? Maybe if there's more control decks, people lose again. Yeah, Lava Runner is fine. Lava Runner people play. Yeah. Gonna attack. I'm assuming my Doom Whisperer is gonna die one way or the other. Tribunal, yeah. Go. Think I should scry? I think when you're in the spot where you're happy no matter what you hit, I don't know how they sideboarded, but there's another Clarion, oh well. It's not the actual land or alpha. Creature focus, or can you make it work? Creatures trading off as usual. I think it depends on the format, but right now there's a lot of creatures attacking the removal. There's a few removal that exile. I don't play. I mean, I play some, but I only like usually when you see a collected like, you know, I have like what? Not counting Menagerie, that's like 3, 4, 5 collected company decks. They play 4 path Vile, but then they cheat on lands. But I'd be bringing back Seeker Squire, and I still have 2, but I'm at 9. Yeah, I mean, I think I have to play it. If I didn't have an answer for an angel, I would just, but given my hand, I think I used Vraska's Contempt. This way I gained the 2 life. Also, I forgot that was Tribunal was great. 2, no, I think. Yeah, I just straight up forgot that Assassin's Trophy. I don't even know, honestly. It's possible I've had it for, I could have casted a few. Read it. You're not playing his Oni in your deck. And it's just not a card, you know, it's a 1/1 for 1. It's like good when things go perfectly. And it's a card that's not so good when pretty bad if I ever draw land. Bottom, and alright, they scooped game 1. I think it's the match, right? Alright, finally.